So far for Bobby Morgan, one of the veterans, of course, of the diving game. Next in the swimming pool, though, it's the turn for some up-and-coming young swimmers in our next final. It's the women's 400 freestyle. Let's rejoin David and Andy.
Yes, the 400 freestyle. There we can see the 8 girls who have made it through to the final. Again, we can check the fastest qualifier, and that's Elizabeth Arnold, 19 years of age, from Nova Centurion. This race, of course, 8 lengths of the pool. Now, one interesting thing here, Andy, that I think we must point out, the British record was set back in 1986 by Sarah Hardcastle. That's 4:07.68. The fastest qualifier is some 17 seconds slower than that. That's quite incredible, isn't it?
It is incredible, but I think if you go back to know Sarah Hardcastle, she's actually here today in the pool, and she'll be presenting the prizes to these girls. But Sarah Hardcastle was just an incredible swimmer.
Anyway, there's lane 1, Alina Arter from the City of Leeds, a young 15-year-old swimmer, national age group champion. Lane 2, Caroline Piggott from the City of Birmingham. Lane number 3, that's Samantha Foggo from Newcastle, 18 years of age. Lane number 4, the fastest qualifier, Elizabeth Arnold, GB International from Nova Centurion Swimming Club. Lane number 5, Angela Pendrick from Beckenham, 16 years old, and she's a Scottish international. She was 4th in the European Junior Championships last year. Big race for her. Lane 6, Caroline Dakers from the City of Leeds, so 2 girls from the City of Leeds in this final. She's also an age group champion. And lane number 7, Susan Collin from Derwentside, a member of the SO youth squad. She's 17 years of age now, so she's qualified in her best time. Alex Kay from the City of Bradford, and she was 6th in the 200 meters freestyle yesterday, so she's got some speed. So that's the 8 girls for the 400 meters freestyle final. That's Samantha Foggo in lane number 3, one of the favorites for this race. You'll be able to recognize her. She's got the black cap on with the City of Newcastle crest. So we don't expect any false starts here. The girls on the longer events, fairly relaxed on the blocks. They still have to get a good explosive start, of course. But compared to the 50 or the 100, where they really explode off the blocks, they don't have to be quite so tense. So they're now under starters' orders. They will move up to the middle of the block. And then on the starters' orders, move forward, curl those toes around the side of the pool or the side of the block. Most of them will be doing a grab start. That means they hold on. And off they push themselves, and a good start there from lane number 5, Angela Pendrick, the Scottish international. Now, I talked to her before the race and asked her what sort of time that she thought she was capable of, and she said, well, 4:17.62, which is Olympic qualifying time, might be beyond me, but I'm going to give it a go. So it's going to be a good race between, we think, Foggo, Arnold and Pendrick.
Yeah, it's going to be very tough for these girls to make this qualifying time. They're actually, 7 seconds down from the qualifying time in the heats this morning. But I was having a long chat with Sam Foggo, and she seemed quite happy with it. And Sam Foggo has actually gone out fairly strong here. I think she's probably the fastest of the girls in this field. But the field is very young indeed. The oldest is actually Liz Arnold in lane number 4, and she's 19. The youngest down in lane 1, Alina Arter, is only 15 years old from the City of Leeds, but comfortable looking up this first 100 metres.
Yes, Foggo is the only one, I think, capable of swimming around 4:17. She has done 4:19, as you were pointing out. But going fast through the first 100 with her is Angela Pendrick in lane number 5. So it's Foggo in 3. Elizabeth Arnold just out of shot. She's going to probably swim a negative split race. And Angela Pendrick at the top of your picture, slightly in the lead now. Very nice stroke from Angela Pendrick. Nice relaxed arm stroke. Good strong leg kick. And she really is beginning to push this race, put a bit of pressure on the older swimmer, Samantha Foggo.
Well, this is the 150-metre turn. Very fast turnover, you can see. Tick-tock, tick-tock. Typical distance. Not too much of a kick. Well, slight indiscipline there off the wall. It really should do a good streamline with a tiny no kick for a short while, but then really motor the legs off that wall. And there was very little. That's Angela Pendrick in lane number 6. And Angela looks really good at the moment. Very strong. Down in lane 3, Sam Foggo also looking good, but beautiful picture there of Angela Pendrick. Angela got a nice long stroke. Slightly more leg kick than a normal distance freestyle. The halfway stage then, 2:07.2. Now that is on pace for the qualifying time for both these girls, David.
Well, this is committed swimming. This is the sort of swimming that we all like to see, where they'll actually take the race and really go for that time. There's no sort of messing around at the back of the field. They really are putting the pressure on, and this is where it starts to hurt. The third 100, you can see they've really left Elizabeth Arnold for dead. Now, whether Elizabeth Arnold is going to come through in the last part of the race, I don't think she's got enough in it. But these two girls really pushing the pace now. They turn just together. Foggo, the taller of the two girls, got a better push off the wall there. And it looks like Pendrick has to really work hard during the swimming part of the race, because Foggo is really fast into the turns and out of the turns. Now there's 150 meters to go. This is where the race is going to get really interesting, and this turn is very, very important, because it really is going to give them momentum for the last 100 meters. As you can see, there's nothing in it. There's 105 meters to swim.
Well, an all-important turn here. They go in exactly together. See who gets the better turn. Pretty even. Sam Foggo at the bottom of the picture. A much better distance freestyle swimmer, the 800 race, which is twice as far as this one. But the sprinter is lane 5, Angela Pendrick. So it's going to be extremely interesting down this last part. The sprinter at the top of the picture against the more experienced and certainly more stamina-ized lane number 3, Samantha Foggo. It looks like Angela Pendrick, though, at the top of the picture from Beckenham, and what a surprise this is going to be. The last turn, both these girls looking for a time of 4 minutes and 17.62.
Well, this is tremendous swimming, and what a last 50 this is going to be. My money right now is Angela Pendrick on lane 5, but you can't discount Pendrick. That's Pendrick there. Foggo is still coming now. There's 25 meters to go. The smaller of the two, Angela Pendrick, international from Scotland, is going to hold on. But here comes Foggo again. There's 50 meters to go. What a finish this is going to be. This is the closest race we've had so far. Is Pendrick going to hold on? It's going to be very tight. It's down to the line. Who gets it? And it's Foggo in lane 3. Her time, 4:19.59. What a finish that was. And those two girls really committed themselves to that race, and that was the sort of swimming that we want to see. But it just came down to the last arm turn, and Foggo, the taller of the two girls, just got that touch.
Well, my word, that was one of the most exciting races we've had so far, and so close. Well, that's the victor. That's Sam Foggo, and she swam a super last 5 meters. It's so close here, really throwing themselves at the wall. Sam Foggo on the right. Well, it looked like Pendrick on the left-hand side got her arm in first, but then put a short little choppy stroke in, and it looks like that might have lost her the race. Inside the last 25 meters, and at this stage, clearly Pendrick was ahead. It's about 15 meters out, 10 meters out now, and Pendrick looked like she was ahead, but the experience and the superior stamina of Samantha Foggo in lane number 3. Well, my word, look at the finish here. Oh, that tiny little choppy stroke at the top. That has unfortunately lost Pendrick the place on the Barcelona Olympic Games. But confirmation of the result, David.
Yes, we can confirm that. Samantha Foggo just winning that 4:19.59. Pendrick from Beckenham, well, it was tough on her, 4:19.73. If she had longer arms, she would have pipped that. And in third place, Elizabeth Arnold from Nova Centurion, 4:23.74. But Samantha Foggo, no doubt, going to be extremely happy after that event. She just pipped it, and there you can see the relief on her face. She's made the team, and it was so, so close.
Well, with me now, very happy Sam Foggo. Sam, I know you're breathless, but did you realise just how close it was?
Well, I saw Angela on the last length, but I was just so determined to beat her and catch her up and overtake her. It's the only thing that got me through, really.
Yeah, it was literally the closing stages that you got there as Angela began to die, wasn't it? I think we can have a look at the closing stages again now. And there it is, Sam. Well, I think you're probably behind just at that stage.
Well, it certainly looks like it. But I have got long arms, so it must have been down to my height that I actually managed to get that touch.
Well, I can tell you that with us now, we're talking about height, is Angela. Angela, those 2 or 3 inches, I guess, might have cost you that.
Yeah, I think I just lost it on that last stretch. I just gave it everything I had, and it wasn't enough to beat Sam, I don't think. But she did a superb swim, and congratulations to her.
Yeah. Well, you both really went for it today, didn't you? I mean, 5 seconds or more faster than your heats.
Yeah. Well, we wanted an easy heat swim, really, and then blasted for the final. So that's what our tactics were, and it worked for me at the end. But as Sandra said, I had a good swim, so did she. PB for Angela, so I'm sure she's really chuffed about that, yeah.
Oh, did it help you that Angela was so close to you? Were you aware that Angela was so close, in fact?
Yeah, so when I was breathing on that side, I just put my head down and went for it. I wasn't going to stick around watching it.
Okay, well, Sam, congratulations. Angela, commiserations. Great effort.
Thanks. Thank you.
Well, there we are. What about that for a finish to a race? Absolutely fantastic. And I tell you what, we have some great action coming up for you, because in just a few minutes' time, it's Nick Gillingham going for that world record in the men's 200 metres breaststroke, and it's live here on Sky Sports.